So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Vigo cuts it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Bale. Can he spark a counter here? Pirlo. Good read, needed to be.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And he's there to clear it. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he? He's had a shot! Loose. Oh, what has happened here? And that has been cleared. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. We expected better, and so did he. Bale. Cole. Chance! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes...
Big chance! Now the ball in. Keeper's ball. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Perez. Looking for options for movement. Perez. Oh, that was vital. Cole is herring after that one. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cafu. Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Bale. He's there and gets it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Perez. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Threads one. Cole! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Bale. He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And it's been given away. Beckenbauer. Cafu. And here's Ronaldinho. No foul, says the referee. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's a sharp little ball here. Shot could be on. It's out for a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Beckham. And it's Luis Suarez. Has a goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Bayern Munich ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. So we're just settling back into this second half. Changes made by... It's Ronaldinho!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable.
It could be in here. Look at the space here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Cole, well, he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Cole showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... Decent hit! And that should get the job done. Rui Costa.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pirlo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ball driven towards the... He's got full! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Gerrard.
The attendance for this
Milan
match was
have got it back, and they'll have another go. Ronaldinho! Pirlo. Rui Costa. Bale is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Chance here to counter. Well read, nice interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cole might just make this. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bayern Munich clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Yeah. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared away. Cole, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Into the last quarter of an hour. Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Played back in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage.
Gerrard.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Pirlo. Coming on the field, number 7, Del Piero. Number 17,
And it's Albertini.
Rijkaard. Number 15,
Ronaldinho.
Gullit. Number
Milan
8,
finding their passes.
Mancini.
Has a shot!
Substitution in progress.
Smash and save, really good save that.
Milan were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Schmeichel deals with it effortlessly. Bayern Munich are closing in on a comfortable win. Maldini. That looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. Del Piero. And it's Albertini. And here's Del Piero. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitutions taking place.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when...
Can he put it away? Goal! And they are right back within touch. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So is this the start of a comeback? Gently done. That has not gone well. And the number on the board is 3. Vieira. Rijkaard. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And time is up. Bayern Munich are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It's just beyond his reach. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Vigo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pirlo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one. Can he spark a counter here? Pires, Ronaldinho. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Forwards and with intent. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, it's Pirlo. Oh, that's fabulous. Beckenbauer gets it away.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Hits one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that's not going to trouble anybody. Cafu. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Luis Suarez, is just about the perfect striker in the modern game. Probably best spearheading a front three, just so good moving away from and isolating defenders. And he's relentless, Peter, always in your face, always asking questions.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And that was very necessary. And he's intervened well there. Pass somewhat off target. And he's straight offside. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ronaldinho! Just off target.
Ronaldinho probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
That's really well cleared. Stood up well to him there.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nedved.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vieira. That's a sharp pass.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Rijkaard. Pirlo. Threads one in. Pirlo. And here's Bale. Decent hit! It's a loose ball. Vigo. Has a look and plays it forward. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Perez. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Nedved. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it.
It's Perez! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Milan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Has a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Perez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Interesting ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Manchester United come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Beckenbauer, and it's played forward. Now it's Cruyff. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Chiellini did well to stay calm. He's got the shot away! Cole. No, again there's no way through. And here's Bale. Hullet. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Ronaldinho. And it's Figo. And that could set him on his way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Hullet. And there's green grass ahead of him.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, played right into his path. Cafu. And that's been drilled in. And he's heaved it away. Bale takes control of it and he's on the move. He could be in here. Could be danger here.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Luis Suarez. Perez. And that's an errant pass.
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff. That is a great pick out. That's Nedved. Nice control. Cruyff. Pull it. And he's there to clear it. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Bale. Pull it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Cole, and he's certainly onside here.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Perez. Pirlo. And they can counter here. Oh, super find. Chiellini makes the interception. Beckham. That's Maldini. Luis Suarez. Figo. And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Figo appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Roberto Baggio. Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal. Sweating. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Substitution.
Milan making consecutive changes here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And it's Baggio. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Del Piero. Now it's Bale. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Milan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Has been indicated.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that's not going to reach. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
And already we're underway here.
Cafu
Skims, he's had a shot! Sheer effort, he reacted well.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And it's Hullet.
He's played him through.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Shevchenko, he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kaka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Suarez attempts a clearance. And here's Hullet! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Figo. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Nicely spread. Cafu.
Figo. Good read, needed to be.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be
Shevchenko!
Ronaldinho.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Shevchenko.
Beckenbauer calmly anticipates.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Figo is onto it in a flash. Luis Suarez, played into space out wide. Rijkaard, still goalless at the moment.
Oh, no joy this time. Perez, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cafu. Ronaldinho.
Costa Curta.
Gets it away. It's Perez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Perez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Quality ball. And it's Luis Suarez. The referee's awarded a free kick. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Figo, well seen, saw that coming. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Ronaldinho. Figo goes steaming forward. Kaka. Hullet. Seedorf. Pirlo. Oh, super find. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Baresi gets across to intercept that. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fab. Save-off! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Now it's Pirlo. And here's Shevchenko.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Short changes him with that pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Ronaldinho. Oh, good read. And we hit half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. Hullet.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, it's chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Pirlo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. He's got the shot away! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Perez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kaká.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Kaká. Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Pirlo looking to run onto it.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Baresi has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. That's a little off target. Rijkaard. Hullet picks it up out wide. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Danger averted for now. Milan have reclaimed it.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Can he put it away? And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
That has certainly made things interesting. Look, Peter, oh, what has happened here? Corner number 3 coming up. Perez gets it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good-looking ball. Right, Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Shevchenko. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hullet, Pirlo's cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Perez. Now it's Perez. And it's Maldini. Can he get onto this? Perez. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kaká did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, important interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rijkaard. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, that's neat. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Taken back almost at once. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly. Luis Suarez! And the keeper read that really well.
Suarez knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Aims beyond the defence. Skims what... He's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, and Shevchenko! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard. Cole. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Perez. And he's heaved it away. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's nice.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Cole. Costa Curta gets it clear. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu plays it in. Danger averted for now. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rijkaard. Now it's Roberto Baggio. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's He's had a shot! Goal! Milan!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And what
he's going for goal! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. He has found the way through. And that should get the job done. Oh, he's been caught now, the finish! Ronaldinho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That looks a good ball through. Luis Suarez. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there!
Level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Oh, it's hit the post! He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
5 minutes till the break. Perez. Shifted upfield. And it's Ronaldinho. That's been cut out, well played. Pirlo. Well played for Rijkaard. Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. Cole, can he finish? And he's there to belt it away. Shevchenko. Oh, that's a key interception. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Cole might just make this. Cafu. There's the hit! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Suarez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Shevchenko. And he's in on goal. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? And it's Luis Suarez. And he's managed to get rid. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, perfectly measured that. Perez. Hullet. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Shevchenko. Hullet! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Beckham gets over and intercepts. Cafu. And he's picked out the run. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Milan are looking to go forward now. And here's Shevchenko. Big chance! Figo. There's the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Baresi with the slide tackle there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Shevchenko. Chiellini makes the interception. Now it's Perez. Cole, oh, great chance! Cole is flagged offside. Baresi. Maldini. Baggio, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Shevchenko.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Nice sequence of passes, this. Ronaldinho could move up a gear here. And it's Perez. Pass is just off target. That is good alertness. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. Oh, the shot could be on here. Baresi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And here's Shevchenko. Passing is crisp and sharp. Right, Shevchenko. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Numero 15, Pirlo. Numero 19. Lasciano il campo per
That's really well
il numero
manoeuvred.
11.
Kaká.
Il numero 9.
Touches it back.
Ronaldinho. Il numero 23.
That's Shevchenko. Referee has just said play on. Cole.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a sharp pass. Nesta gets across to intercept that. And it's Ronaldinho. Rui Costa. So that's it. It is all over. Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly. Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly, and it's Ronaldinho! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Pires. Now it's Ronaldinho. Luis Suarez! It's there! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Milan are sick. It's Figo! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ronaldinho! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Milan have their third corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's forced to go back. Shifted upfield. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Inter Milan are 3 down and sinking. And it's Rijkaard. Rui Costa. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And that's off target.
Inter were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's Rui Costa. And no, that was never going to make it. Perez. So, what can they make of this? He's played him through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that has put paid to that. Cafu. Bigo looking to get on the end of this. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Albertini. And it's Shevchenko. He's going to be disappointed with that. No, that's been intercepted. Chiellini. Now it's Perez. Costa Curta. Pull it. Rui Costa. That has been cut short. Beckham. And now the breakaway. Perez. Pull it. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Kaká. Now it's Shevchenko. Rui Costa. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Figo. Pull it. Oh, super find. Figo. Quality ball. Cafu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Shevchenko. Very nicely done. And it's Hullet.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Hullet. Now it's Rui Costa. And he's certainly onside here. Rui Costa! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to do... And there is the half-time whistle. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. So we're just settling back into this second half. Inter Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Kaká. Oh, that's... He's got the shot away! Goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ronaldinho. Luis Suarez. Oh, good-looking ball. He's through here. Great ball, and he's in here. It's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Kaká has it in a wide position. And the finish! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they've got it again.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Face to face with the keeper. And that was very necessary. Costa Curta. And it's Shevchenko.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Now it's Rui Costa.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard.
Goalkeeper's ball. Rijkaard. Kaká. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And Shevchenko! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Shevchenko deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that's a good ball. Oh, well played, well played. Perez. And it's played forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Beckenbauer cuts it out. That is a great pick out. Nesta gets good distance on it.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that is a little undercooked. It's just beyond his reach. And he's in on goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, Ronaldinho, il numero 18, il numero 23, Beckham. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Perez!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's Perez! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And they've switched it over to the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Shevchenko. Brilliantly cut out. Mbappe. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So that's it. It is all over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a
It is here at last, Milan's red letter day, Derby Day, a grand tradition since 1908, involving two of the most storied clubs in the entire world. There's so little to separate the teams in terms of prestige, so expect this to be nothing less than a day of storm and tempest, heady ambition and sharp partisanship. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan Derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same, yet every time a little different. And that's a good... Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. And he's let fly. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. He's the very definition of a rock at the back. He's so physically imposing, but also a great reader of the game, and his positioning is usually spot on. The technical side of defending doesn't often get him.
It's Ronaldinho! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Seedorf. Shevchenko. Seedorf. Still goalless. Short changes him with that pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He can run onto that. Now it's Luis Suarez! And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cafu. Bigo providing an outlet on that flank. Baresi gets it away. Gets his pass away. And no, that was never going to make it. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Aimed beyond the defence. That's Shevchenko. Schmeichel catches it safely. Seedorf calmly anticipates. He can get that clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry, and he's forced to go back. That's a throw. And it's Rijkaard. This is their second corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And pull it! That's a half-decent try.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
No way through. Kaká! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Inter Milan have their third corner. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Cole gets a good foot in there. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Pull it. And the shot's solid goal! There it is!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on.
He's got the shot away! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gullit attempts a clearance. Pirlo. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. A lot of space ahead. Big chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half.
Inter are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Inter Milan ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. So we're just settling back into this second half. Nicely intercepted. Ronaldinho. Luis Suarez. He's in space and looking for up. There's the shot! There it is! The second half sparked straight into life. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's quick to snatch it back. Quality ball. Nesta clears. Gullit. Rijkaard. Chance here to counter. Cole. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. It's Seedorf. Back into the middle. Always onto this. Kaká. Chance for the header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Rijkaard. Luis Suarez.
Oh, good read. That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been knocked clear. Shevchenko.
Decent hit! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Well, there was to be no other outcome. Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a little off target. Kaká climbs up big! And more and more and more! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring. Quick, the terrific header! Hits! Sticks it away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Gullit. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, there's the shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Numero 11.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Lascia il campo per il numero 9. Ronaldinho.
Let's make sure that's not getting through.
Sostituzione.
Cleared without complication. Seedorf. Oh, that's well spotted. Vigo. That has been cut short. Beckham kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Throw in. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Cole. And here's Perez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Bellingham. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Shevchenko is having the time of his life here. Nesta gets over and intercepts. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Ronaldinho. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, this is a great position. Shapes to shoot! And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Shevchenko collecting the match ball, and it... Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all.
He's had a hit! Shevchenko! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
David Villa!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Cafu. Figo. Leicester gets rid without sophistication. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. That's Beck. Oh, that's ambitious. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Seedorf. He's found a way through. Seedorf was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
That's been cut out, well played. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's Shevchenko. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Bout of passing here. And the shot! Has a look and plays it forward. And the pass is intercepted. Seedorf. Kaká. Bullet. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Aimed beyond the defence. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. Now it's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, nicely intercepted. Always onto this. Seedorf. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now he's off and running.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Kaká. Costa Curta. Oh, that's a key interception. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They run it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Out again for a throw-in. Bullet. Seedorf in acres of space out wide. Oh no, this does not look good. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
David Villa. Perez. Oh, now here's an interesting... He's tried one! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! AC Milan are all square.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's Luis Suarez. David Villa. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Just eases him off the ball. Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. David Villa! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A pretty decent watch, this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
But it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it's Kaká! It's off target and by quite a way.
Inter certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Pirlo. Oh, what a ball! Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ronaldinho. And it's Beckham. Perez has created one goal already. Shevchenko. That pass has been well intercepted. Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Pirlo. Kaká. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. David Villa. Look at this. It's Ronaldinho! Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Ronaldinho controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
Di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
Hullet. Closing in on goal.
Pirlo really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Kaká. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Perez. Beckham. Kaká. Nicely. Hullet! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Campo per il numero 9, Ronaldinho.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pirlo. He's in plenty of space here. He gets big. Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Right, Shevchenko. Vigo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pirlo goes steaming forward. He's had a shot! Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Figo, caught offside that time.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
David Villa. And it's Rijkaard. Fiddles it through. Now it's Gullit. Tries a shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And this could turn out to be one big kick of the ball. Schmeichel looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any...
Shapes to shoot. And that's a real chance missed.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho gets flagged offside. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Chiellini makes the interception. Shevchenko. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Well, the counter could be on here. Rijkaard cuts it out. Mbappe. Ronaldinho. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's fabulous.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Cafu attempts a clearance.
Il numero 23. Beckham. Il numero 8. Cambio di giocatore. Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Beckham has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! And more, and more, and more!
Gol per l'Inter.
And there's
Numero
your
7.
hat-trick hero! He is simply indefatigable!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that means just one thing. Match ball. Oh, what a mistake! He's beaten the last man. He's one-on-one! And Shevchenko! And he hits the net! It is no That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. And it's Batistuta.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Totti too strong for his opponent there. Batistuta. That's good vision. Now that's well seen too. That's headed upfield. Costa Curta with the clearance. And it's Guardiola. Caicedo. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he welcomes it in. And the finish! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Caicedo. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a good run down the left. That has been cut short. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's in here! Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Caicedo drives forward on the overlap.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caicedo cuts out the pass. Serginho, he's found a way through. And a header! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can clear their lines. Batistuta. Goalkeeper's ball. The counter-attack is on here for Inter.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Let's a look and place it forward. Serginho. Batistuta. And it's Roberto Carlos. To Guardiola. And here's Yamal. Now this could be a chance.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Great hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak. Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Bale. Hullet. Drogba chasing after it. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Serginho, and he's picked out the run. Punched away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
This possibly the last play of the half. Costa Curta is there to clear. Yamal! There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Inter clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Inter Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta with a definite foul there. Pirlo. And it's Totti. Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho. Yamal. Batistuta. Thuram wins the duel this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo. And no, that was never going to make it. Serginho. Looking for the run-up. Batistuta. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's Totti. And that could set him on his way. Great ball. Chance! Goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
With that support out wide. He's got a goal!
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Totti. Oh, what a ball! Can he put it away? And he hits the net. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Guardiola gets over and intercepts. Batistuta. Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Hullet. Gabriel makes the interception.
Gets his pass away. Bale. And he's running through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
It's their second corner of the game.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Drogba has been caught there, it's a foul. Yamal and Caicedo. Serginho. Mendes has it out wide and in space.
Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
And here's Batistuta. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it. Bale gets through on his own. And a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bale just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
That's a decent clearance.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Drogba.
And here's Batistuta.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Into the last 5 minutes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Totti.
Oh, super find.
Now it's Bale. He's picked his way through.
Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Substitution in progress.
Nuno Mendes has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Hullet having a look. Decent hit from there.
Ball's gone out of play.
Roberto Carlos.
5 minutes.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Gerrard just eases him off the ball.
Serginho. Drogba might just make this. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
And he was quick to react. Kaká. Oh, easy pickings there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bullet does have... And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty as we've come. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, tries a header! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's found a way through. Rijkaard is there to clear. That's good running with the ball. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Bale! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Schneider. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That is good alertness. Bullet. Totti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Rummenigge! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Pedri. And he's there to belt it away. Portugal applying the press. There's the hit! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Portugal with the corner, they're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Son Heung-min. Great hit! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Conte, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bale. That has been cut short. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Bale trying to keep this in. Bale's cross. Oh, well played. Rummenigge. Now it's Son Heung-min. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Maldini. And it's Cruyff. Gullit. Heads it! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Marcou para o Inter. Aos 32 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 10, Totti.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Good ball over the top. That pass isn't the best. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, there is the formidable figure of Ronald Araujo. He's having to go shin to shin with anyone.
Yeah, an absolute colossus at the back, and endeared himself to the fans even more by getting on the score sheet. Remember that game in Madrid back in 2022?
It doesn't get much bigger, better than those capital Catalan conflicts. 4-0 in the end?
Absolutely, yes.
Conte. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And back to the keeper they go. Araujo. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to get it clear, and he's there to belt it away. First quarter of an hour gone. Pull it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And it's Cruyff. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Conte. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Do it. Quietly revving up. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's fabulous. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And claimed it back swiftly. Cruyff. And he's picked out the run. Chance for the header! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Inter just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Rodri. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Conte. And here's Mbappe. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Hullet.
Hullet.
Cruyff.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Vieira.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And the first half is done. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pirlo.
Oh, they could break here.
And it's Pirlo.
And here's Bale.
Now it's Hullet. Totti
Is flagged offside.
Rodri. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. Cannavaro.
Oh, it's come loose. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vieira. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. And
Mbappe!
Inter Milan, still this single goal behind. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's in on goal. It is a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 71 550.
Van Dijk.
No, again there's no way through.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Cruyff being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And here's Hullet. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. And he was alert to it. Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming. Messi. There's the shot! Totti.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Vieira. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Doué. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Bale. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Le numéro 8.
So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Le numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 11. Ronaldinho. Le numéro 2. Chiellini. Le numéro 7. Owen. Le numéro 21. Luis Suarez. Changement en cours.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vieira. Luis Suarez. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Owen. Inter Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Conte. Now that's well seen too. Nedved. Conte. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. That is good alertness.
Paris Saint-Germain can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
He's got away. Totti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. He's one-on-one, decent hit! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So, a breakthrough already. And that is a little undercooked. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And here's Mbappe. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Vieira. Cannavaro. Caught offside that time. Romero. Adams. Modric. And it's Modric. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that's nice. Mbappe!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Hullet. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bastoni.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's all...
Great hit! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Modric gathers from the goal kick. And here's Shevchenko. Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Oh, he's taken it. Totti. Shevchenko. Oh, there's a probing ball. Schneider. Szoboszlai. Mbappe. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Soboslai! And he's following up! Lacking in accuracy.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
And it's Cruyff. Tchouaméni. Modric plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. All perfectly measured that. Goes in for the header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Adams. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Cruyff. He's got away. Oh, what a climb! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the pass is intercepted. Costa Curta. Totti, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good-looking ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, played right into his path. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Tchouaméni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Soboslai, and that's aimed in. He rises! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Dixon.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Darwin. Soboslai. Soboslai. Big header! He's missed, but not by that far. And the first 45 minutes are up. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Inter Milan in control at half-time, 2-0.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
That gets things going for the second half. And it's Snyder. And here's Nunez. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Schneider. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Schneider. Mbappe. It's Modric! Goal! And the second half is off to a flyer.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Schneider. Dixon. Schneider. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Nunez. Oh, good ball! And that should get the job done. Here's Chouameni. Inter Milan suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
Totti. Oh, they can break here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's looking to set free a runner. Thuram gets good distance on it.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Soboslai. And it's Modric. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. It's run loose here. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Cruyff. He has found the way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the...
Soboslai! That's a half-decent try.
Soboslai usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Hullet. Bale. He's in here! Hits one! It's in! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Foul right on the edge of the box, it could go either way here. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. What a save by Diogo Costa!
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19, Modric. El dorsal 18, Schneider. El dorsal 10,
Great defending, strong and determined. Szoboszlai. Soboslai is steaming forward. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Juni going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Nunez! A real chance and a real let-off.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
And he welcomes it in. Corner given. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Bale! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Juni. Cannavaro with the clearance. Cruyff. So what can they make of this? That's really well cleared. Juni. Pedri. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Stoichkov. Oh, this is a great position. Stoichkov! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Barcelona have a free kick. Pedri. He's gone for goal! So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win.